What's going on, everybody? Vince Goodrum here. It is Tuesday evening, and I just got finished grocery shopping when I noticed that Bilo was carrying some plant-based boiga patties. So I decided, oh, what the hell? May as well get me some plant-based burger patties. And this is by a company called Pure Farmland. So we're going to go and try these out tonight. And we're going to see how they taste. Do they taste good? Do they taste bad? Do they taste like a dream or a nightmare? We shall see. Now, let's go ahead and get into the details of the product. Again, it is from Pure Farmland. 14 grams of protein per boiga, made with natural flavors, simply seasoned. It's got a nice little picture of the boiga right next to it. Looks very delicious, but looks can be deceiving. Let's go ahead and turn it over on back and look at the ingredients. All right, we got water, soy protein concentrate, coconut oil, canola oil, isolated soy protein. So this is mostly made of soy protein. And of course, there's plenty of garlic powder, salt, soy flour, sugar, red beet juice. You know, the typical stuff on, spices and flavoring. Methylcellulose is in there, probably just a thickening agent, because with all the soy protein, you need something in order to thicken it up, essentially. Citric acid, yep, that's pretty much normal. So each boiga, 240 calories. Wow, 13 grams of saturated fat, 65%. This thing's just about got just as much as a boiga, a regular meat burger, beef burger. Carbohydrates is 9 grams, sodium 25%. So, for a plant-based product, this is probably not something I would typically eat because, chicken breast is something more along my lines, and it definitely doesn't have all this in here. Cooking instructions to grill. And we're going to actually use stovetop here. So we're going to cook the patties in a skillet over a medium heat for 12 minutes, turning once after the juices appear on the surface. They are the proud supporter of America's Farmland Trust, but, I really don't give too warm, wet SHIT on that. So let's get started and cook the boiga. So I have my professional skillet pan. I'm going to actually need a new one because, over time I've had this for a couple of years and it still has a good nonstick surface. It's pretty much gone to heck, but, I've gotten good wear out of it, and it's always important to use professional equipment. Of course, my stove's a little dirty, but, we're going to be cleaning that up tonight, but I don't care. Let's go ahead and get cooking. All right, so now I got these in the pan. I went ahead and sprayed a little bit of Luana coconut oil, non-hydrogenated. Now I got it in the pan. And usually whenever I cook a burger up, I usually put a top over it. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I'll come back to it later. This is just to keep the splatter, but because it's a plant-based protein, I'm not sure exactly what in the world it's going to do, but we're going to find out and see. Now, this is very interesting here. I'm about to flip these burgers over. This thing has a whole lot of juices coming out of it there. My God. I don't even get this on my regular burgers, but, on the other hand, I usually eat the most leanest burgers out there. And use flank steak, and in fact, I'm actually prepping a little flank steak right now. But in any event, let's go ahead and flip these burgers over. and see what they look like. All right, these things are not exactly looking too good whenever I flip them over. They are doing a little browning, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain out some of this liquid stuff here, whatever it is, and then I'm going to continue cooking. But, you know, I'm just trying to get progress. Also notice that there's a hole in that other burger, so yeah, that's very interesting. As I expected, I figured that this would do something a little bit different than what a normal beef burger would actually do. So we'll continue the cooking. All right, so I've drained these out a little bit more. I drained out the pan, but lo and behold, that's a couple minutes later, more juices here. This is just weird. So I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes, and I'm gonna flip these things back over, and hopefully we'll have a brown crust to where we can actually eat this here. So just wanted to give you guys an update. This thing has a lot of juices in it, but it smells okay, I guess, there. I mean, obviously it has some pretty good spices in it, so we shall see. Okay, so this thing now does have some, it's got a coating, it's browning up and everything, and it's about done. But, I mean, still looks a little bit on the pale side, but, you know, I don't want to overcook these things. Obviously, we're at a point to where we're pretty much almost done with the food there. I just want to make sure that it's well done. I mean, I guess I don't have to really worry about salmonella poisoning since this thing is made of nothing but soy protein. But I still want to cook it all the way through. That way I'll get the real taste on it. So I'll turn it over one more time and then I'll plate this thing up. All right, here we go. We got 2 burger patties. Plant-based. They are completely done, and as you can tell, they didn't do too bad of browning, but obviously you can tell that they're not beef burgers here. I don't eat fries as a whole, and I don't have buns and everything because I'm sort of just a meat and asparagus type person, and I don't feel like asparagus, and I need some carbohydrates since I just got out of the gym. So I will pair these burgers up with good old Andy Capp's hot fries, corn and potato snacks. Yes, sir. One of my favorite things that I like to eat. Look at old Andy Capp. Life is better with a side of fries. You damn skippy it is. So go get Andy Capp's. Andy Capp's is a great comic, sir. So let's go ahead and try out one of these things. So let me go and reach for a fork. And we're going to see what these bad boys are all about. All right. All right. As far as the texture is concerned, not too bad. As far as inside, well, let's go ahead and take a bite of it. I can definitely tell it's not a beef burger. It's kind of mealy almost here. The flavoring is really good on this. To a point to where if you did actually put some cheese on it, or not even cheese, if you put lettuce, tomato, ketchup, and mustard, this would actually pass for a burger. Couldn't really tell the difference. So would I actually buy something like this? Probably not, because of the high amount of saturated fat that's in this. But I have to say it's pretty good, you know. I'm actually kind of surprised. It's obviously not a beef burger, but all the same, it's got a very good flavor to it. I have to admit to it. I think the onions really helped out as well as the garlic powder. And, so I have to say I'm not too disappointed with it, It's actually a half-ass good vegan burger. But that's my honest review, and I'm not bullshitting with you guys. I mean, I'm telling you, this thing ain't too half bad there, It's definitely not you can definitely tell it's not a hamburger. But the flavoring in it is pretty good. And it has a somewhat texture, it's a mealy texture, but it still has some consistency with the regular hamburger. But at the end of the day, people decide on products in terms of taste. And ultimately, this is seasoned highly well. So I have to give kudos to Pure Farms there. So, well, that's all I got for today. I'm going to go ahead and sit down, watch me a little TV, and catch up on a little work, as well as obviously clean the oven, because one thing about this burger is it's splattered all over the place. So, but other than that, you guys take care. Have a good night.